So yesterday we fixed the roof, cleaned this area out. Beth wants a potting bench attached to this wall here. This is 8 feet. We're going to be about 36 inches off the ground. The back will be attached. The front will have, I think, 4x4s for the legs. We'll have a shelf down here. We're going to put up at least one piece of siding that we have left over from the chicken coop here for just to cover it up and make it look nice. So we'll go into the shop and see what I got for lumber and whatnot. So yesterday I went to one of the big box stores, the blue one, and got some of this yellow pine. I think I'm going to use it for the top. I was going to do slats, front to back, but I think I'm going to go, lengthwise and have the slats this wise. I'm going to have a little bit of an overhang, so the actual frame of the table will be a little less than 8 feet, probably a little like 3 inches less, probably 1.5 inches on either side. So I'm going to take some measurements, make sure I've got enough room, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got a couple of 4x4s. I'm going to use those for the legs. We're only going to have 2 legs in the front because the back's going to mount to the studs in the wall. Like I said, yellow pine for the top. I've got some 2x4 stud lumber I'll use for the frame. I'm just kind of winging it. So there's going to be a shelf down below. I'm not sure what I'm going to build that out of yet, but we'll get the top done, the legs, here in a few minutes. Well, a little while. So it's going to be I got 8 feet. I want this to overhang a little bit, so I'm going to cut these. It's going to be 93 inches wide, and then 1.5 inches or whatever, a little bit overhang on the edges. So 93, I'm going to do some cross members, probably 3 across the frame to be able to attach these top with. So that'll be, put some screws in for that. And I guess I'll just use pocket holes for that part. And then the front piece will just screw into I'll use pocket holes for the back, and then I guess I'll just screw in for the front part. So, all right, I'm going to start cutting. This board's a little bit warped, but it'll be fine. Should be fine. So 93. I would normally stack these and cut them at the same time, but this board's really kind of twisted. So I'm just going to cut this off. Here's a knife, people. So we want the depth to be 24 inches. So each of these is 1.5 inches. But the best thing to do is to just to be as accurate as you can. Stack them together and measure the total. So it should be so it's close enough. That's 3 inches and like a 1/16, but yeah, close enough. So now I think I'm gonna do 4 cross pieces. So the 2 on the outside and then 2 spaced out evenly across that. So 24 minus 3, so they're 21 inches a piece. I was gonna do a bunch of these, I put a stop block and then so I can cut them evenly, but this will be fine. Gonna use my trusty old Craig jig, so let's get this back in frame. Boop. There we go. And yes, mine is the old, I've had this jig for 20 years maybe, 15 years. Doesn't have any of the dust extractor connections. Okay, Beth wants the countertop to be 36 inches. So the boards for the top, the yellow pine, they're 3/4 of an inch thick. So that means 36 minus 3/4 is 35 1/4. So we're gonna put a mark 35 1/4, then we're gonna use the level to go from there. So we don't, in case the floor is not even, so we'll do it about here in the middle. 35 1/4. That is good. Yeah. I didn't think about that. So I'm gonna put a little scab, attach a piece of 2x4 here because this doesn't go all the way out. I don't want to come in a whole other piece. So I'm gonna get that. Be right back. All right, I just got an offcut. It's a treated piece. I'm gonna put it, just gonna attach it there. Somehow, something causing that. There we go. Yeah, just attach it in there. All right, problem solved. there's that. Now we just need to put the top piece across, put the front across, and then you'll cut the legs and start doing the top, and then we'll be done with this part. So it's a little, this decking is a little off, which is fine. I guess it slopes. Yeah, it slopes away. If that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So this leg is going to be, let's say, 34 1/4. This leg is going to be 35 1/4, so it's an inch. It slopes an inch. I'm gonna go cut those legs on the chop saw, which you've already seen. Come back and attach them from the corners, and then I will double check measurements for the top. All right, so these legs are just leftover treated lumber from the fence project around the garden. So. That works. Yeah, that's not going anywhere except for there. I may end up attaching it to the floor or not. I don't know. Right, that's 7. Math says 6.8, so this should hang over just a touch. So let's, I use some shorter screws and we'll go start working on the top. We got a clamp. Let's try it. Let's just see. I'm going to put 2 in the ends of this one because it wants to pop up a little bit. Not too far from the back, so let's see. See if that makes a difference. Yeah, it did. That seems to work. Okay, now we're going to line these up. There, I'll record your reaction.
Look how fabulous!
Yeah, I said on the video, I said, I see our next project is going to be a light.
Yeah,
It's dark in here.
We'd already talked about that.
Yeah, but it's dark out here, even though it's not dark today.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I like it like that.
I do too.
That's good.
Yeah, I like it much better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, for the shelf, I'm just going to do, I want to run it inside. So do something like this, inside, and then all the way, I'll probably have to do a nailer back there.
And you know, we could do, as I'm standing here thinking, it doesn't have to be a full shelf. It doesn't have to go all the way around, like maybe half or something like that, like just the shelf. That way, if I had something.
Don't need another leg. or something to attach.
Oh.
But that's fine. I have a hole in the board.
I just was throwing that out. Then if I had something tall,
that's fine.
I could put it there.
Well, then I could line it up. I could line it up with this one, you know. So
Then it's in the middle.
and then put a leg here, and then the shelf could be over there, and then you'd have that all open. No, that's fine.
We're designing on the fly.
That's what I said. I even said on the tape, I'm winging it.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, because that's a lot. You know, that's a long shelf.
It's 8 feet almost, 93 inches.
That's why I was like, and then you know, if I had whatever's tall or something could stack here,
Yeah.
and then I could put little things like maybe my trays under, you know, on the shelf and stuff. But yeah, if that's not a big deal.
No. I'll use the 4x4 I went and bought today. But there'll be a leg, you know, here to there, or I was thinking I might just. Well, it doesn't matter. I just do a leg all the way up. I was gonna say I could just do a leg for the bottom.
Oh, like underneath, like just I see what you're saying. Just underneath the shelf. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Probably easier to do the whole thing.
Shoot. Wasp already trying to find a new home.
Yeah.
Did you clean all that stuff out?
Uh huh.
I was like, it looks all clean in here.
Yeah, I did. I cleaned it all out before I started.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah. We don't have any weapons in here, do we?
I gotta
Get out of here. So after some discussions with Beth, she wants the shelf to stop here, which is 4 feet. Yeah, almost, not quite. 4 feet. So we're gonna make it go to the inside of this stud, and then out this way. Oh, she has open to store taller stuff, and this shelf is gonna be 16 inches high to the bottom. And so I'm gonna put a short leg, frame it out, and put a leg kind of like I did the frame for this. And gonna have to do a nailer of some sort back there. So I'm gonna go see what I have left. If I have enough scrap to frame that or not. I swear, I go get lunch and I forget where everything is. All right, so 16 inches off the ground. Here. So I really only need those pocket holes on that end piece there, but that'll be fine. gotta notch this one to go around the leg there, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, get that piece notched, and now we're just gonna put the screws in. All right, I think that's it. Let's see. It's a magic stack of buckets. Get pots fits under there. Look at that. Perfect. All right. So there it is. Pot and bench. Still gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in the back. I was gonna put a piece of siding up, but I might do something different. Not sure. Yeah, I think that'll work fine. Thanks for watching.